Hello, and welcome back to Kindle Love Stories, where we talk about love and romance and happy endings. I'm your host, Laura Rope. This is a special edition of Kindle Love Stories because the Romance Writers of America just had their annual conference. So we're going to talk to some authors who attended the conference and find out all the details about what went on. First of all, we're going to talk to Gerri Russell, author of A Laird for Christmas, coming out this October, and Evelyn Price, the author of A Man Above Reproach, also coming out this October. So welcome, Gerri Russell.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you, and welcome, Evelyn Price. Hello.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. We're very excited to have you. Now, this is our special edition Kindle Love Stories about RWA's conference. The Romance Writers of America just had a big conference that they have every year, and both of you attended. You, Gerri, you are actually an RWA board member and RWA veteran. I think, how many times have you gone now, Gerri?
This was my 16th conference.
You've won RWA's Golden Heart Award multiple times, that's right?
Twice.
Wow. Okay, and then Evelyn, on the other end of the spectrum, you are a first-time romance writer. You just won Amazon's Breakthrough Novel Award this year for romance.
Quite literally the best experience of my life.
Oh, Evelyn, I can't wait to hear about that.
Well, everything's been going very quickly since the novel award, and I'm actually very grateful for that because otherwise, if I had time to think, I would probably be more terrified.
Well, congratulations. You won.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I still can't believe it sometimes. I just have to look up at the statue and think, well, it definitely happened because that's there.
And this is for your book, A Man Above Reproach.
A Man Above Reproach.
Let's just make that clear. So when listeners are saying, well, where do I get my hands on this book? Okay. A Man Above Reproach.
It's available for pre-order right now.
Okie doke. So we'll get back to you, Evelyn. But Gerri, tell us about your RWA experience, having gone so many times.
It was amazingly positive. Attendees were so happy because of the way publishing has changed in the last couple of years. People are so much more in control of what their destiny as far as a writer is concerned. With the advent of self-publishing, really no topic is taboo anymore. It's just that there's so much innovation out there as far as what is being produced for readers that it's so exciting. There's no limits anymore.
Wow. So for newbies out there who have never been to the conference or don't really know, can you just give us a quick lay of the land?
Someone might come in and traditionally come in and have an editor appointment or an agent appointment where they could then pitch their book that they have been writing. It's also about attending workshops, and there's plenty of workshops, and then there is the networking opportunities at the meals afterwards. They have, gathering groups, and the bar is always a very popular place for people to mingle and gather.
What I love is the idea of authors being in control of their destiny. You can reach the end user, you can reach your audience directly and get feedback directly about what they want and what they're excited about, right?
I guess with the advent of the internet, really, it's how it started. Now we can sort of just get our work out, and it's up to us to market ourselves a lot more than it was before.
In a lot of these seminars, especially the ones on self-publishing, there was standing room only.
Tell me about the difference in the culture and the industry between when you first started doing RWA conferences to now.
It used to be that editors and agents were this prize that you got a chance to talk with. And while they're still very important, don't get me wrong, but there's no limits anymore. That's not the only thing. Nowadays, when you go to the conference, you're gathering information on how to do all of this yourself. You're still having those editor-agent appointments, but the pressure isn't as great if they say no because there's other options.
Yeah. These days, you don't have to be anointed by someone else's opinion of your writing. You can just believe in yourself.
It's a place where writers can come if they feel like they're beaten down, if they feel like they have nothing left to write, if they feel like they need, help with certain craft type things. They can come, get that information, fill up their well, get energized again, and go home and just do what they need to do and be the writer that they really are and produce fabulous things that readers are dying to read.
I agree. Everything is so positive, and everything, I think that everybody sort of comes home just all fired up.
That's great. Evelyn, tell us, what was your impression of the conference, being a first-timer?
It was so much more than I thought it would be. There's actually so much to do that you really have to pace yourself. It can be overwhelming because there really are so many workshops. Besides the workshops, there are all kinds of events for publishers, all sorts of signings, and then you also have to leave yourself time to get to talk to people because you don't realize how friendly and wonderful romance writers are. Everybody that I talked to was great, nice.
And can you tell us, was there a particular interaction you had or someone you met where you said, wow?
Do you want the really fangirl moment then?
Oh, please. Fangirls are my favorite.
Yes, I absolutely almost knocked over Eloisa James.
So that was
I wouldn't have started writing historical romance if it weren't for her. So when I saw her, I did not expect myself to react the way that I did, but I sort of just ran up to her and was like, oh my God. She was so nice and graceful.
There's room for everybody. That's what I love about the romance community. Everybody is so inclusive.
Right. There's not a whole lot of competitive feelings, I don't think. It just seems so much more supportive than any other writing that I've ever tried to do. It's very open arms.
Yeah, I've seen that too. And people are so promoting of other authors and just trying to give everybody else that pull and that leg up and that extra push. So much mentoring. I mean, Gerri, I know you are very big on mentoring as well. It's always nice to find your people. That's how I call it. You know, when you walk into a room and you know you belong.
Yes, definitely.
So
it's like finding your tribe.
Right, exactly. Thank you very much, ladies. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for watching this week's edition of Kindle Love Stories, where we've wrapped up the Romance Writers of America conference this year for 2013. Now, if you want to listen to the show as a podcast, just head over to kindlelovestories.com, or you can subscribe to the show on iTunes. Now go out there and make your life a love story.